Welcome to ChessWhiz TV episode 509. I'm your host, The Wiz. Today we have a special guest. Longtime viewer Crepuscular is going to join us for Hidden Queen Chess. This is such a fun chess variant recommended to me by pretty much everyone who's alive right now. One of your pawns gets to be a queen and you don't tell your opponent. So it's hidden information chess. We're going to bring him on the call. It's going to be so much fun because you can just turn your pawn into a queen like that was my queen and checkmate the guy with the queen. In fact, you can just capture the king. It's so good. So let's get into a shared board editor so that we can see the board and bring Crepuscular on the call. Can you hear us, Crepuscular?
Yeah.
Awesome. If he cuts out, we'll switch to Skype. Hey, you should open up Skype just in case we need to switch to that because we might. Board editor.
That's good.
Sounds good, he says. So Crepuscular has been watching for years, but his username on Twitch is Raluk Super C. It took me a couple years to realize that's just Crepuscular spelled backwards. So I didn't know it was him in both places, but now we do. All right, so Crepuscular, I'm going to switch this around and give you the white pieces. But the first thing we do is pick our hidden queens. So why don't you be white and select your hidden queen?
Okay.
All right, I'm now going to select my hidden queen as well. I'm going to pick this pawn right here. So this pawn that I have circled is a queen. I don't have to reveal it to my opponent, but at any moment during the game, I can move it like a queen and surprise him. That's going to be great. From then on, it just becomes a queen. So Crepuscular, you have the first move.
Okay. Have my pawn selected now. Okay. I'll play e4.
Oh, what a move. I'm going to play the Sicilian defense with c5. That's probably my queen, but I won't tell you for sure.
Knight f3.
Knight f3. That seems reasonable. Let's go knight c6 diagonally across from it.
d4.
d4. So is that the hidden queen? Probably not. Let's capture that. Pawn takes pawn.
And knight takes d4.
Okay. I will now trade knights. Knight takes d4. My hidden queen may be guarding that knight.
Queen takes d4.
Oh, very bold, very bold. Your hidden queen may also be guarding that queen. I'm going to go for it. Pawn from d7 was my hidden queen. Captures queen on d4.
Whoa.
Whoa, great response.
Hey, cutting out, maybe?
Yeah, maybe cutting out. Did you say something?
For a little bit, I just listening that I wasn't hearing anything for a bit. So anyway, yeah, they didn't expect the hidden queen to come out that quickly.
It seems that your hidden queen is maybe attacking my queen, but my queen's guarding my queen. So you're in big trouble here unless you can surprise me.
Um, Bishop d3.
Bishop e3, attacking the queen. Now the interesting thing is his
No,
queen.
bishop d3.
Oh, B, B, E, C, D. Which square?
E.
As in.
Bishop d3.
Oh, B, B. I don't think you mean B3, as in bishop.
Oh, D.
D as in dinosaur. Okay, I'm happy with that move. So
A
guys,
dinosaur.
if his pawn on a2 were his hidden queen, he could play a4 and that would actually be checking me. If I didn't get out of check, his next move could be to capture my king. So that would be difficult to deal with. Fortunately, he didn't play that, probably because that's not his hidden queen. Now, it still could be one of these pawns that's attacking my new queen, but since my queen's guarding my queen, he probably doesn't want to reveal that right now. I guess I'll play e5. Did you hear me?
And how about just castles?
Okay, castles. I'm assuming you mean kingside because cheating is optional on ChessWhiz TV. I'm guessing you're going with no on that move.
Yeah.
All right, I'm playing knight
You-
f6, bringing my last knight in toward the center. Definitely scary, the fact that one of these pawns is actually a queen. We don't know which one.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Uh,
I don't know if I missed your move or if you're just still thinking.
I said rook d1.
He said rook d1, and it completely did not come through. So, guys who are watching
Hmm.
live right now, do you have any suggestions on how to improve the Discord communication? If not, we could jump over to Skype because we are dropping some of the information. Do you have a Skype account there, Crepuscular?
I don't think I've used Skype before.
Oh, okay. What
Hmm.
about Google Gmail Hangouts? Do you have that?
Hmm. Used either of those things before. I don't know how quickly they can be set up.
Oh, okay. Don't set up those things. Not right now. We got to play some chess. I've played bishop
Yeah.
c5. Bishop c5, setting up a nice battery there to the f2 pawn. And I've received advice in the chat to lower his voice activation threshold. Seems like maybe you need to lower your voice activation threshold, not me. You ever done that before?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I do see input sensitivity. Yeah, you should go in sound settings and there's this input sensitivity thing and you should just turn that way.
See that?
I think you should either
Oh,
move it up or
reduce the
down.
input sensitivity.
Yeah, try making that really different, like either more or less, but whatever you do, extremely more or less sensitive so that your voice becomes extremely supple.
All right, I adjusted it.
Okay, you sound great now. So do you have a response to bishop c5?
Uh, thought that you would defend against my plan here. I guess
I hear you
I was
criticizing
gonna
me.
play bishop d5.
Well, go ahead and do it then. I have plenty of queens.
Yeah,
Yeah, bishop b5 check. Discovered attack on the queen.
yeah.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Seems like I'm losing one of my queens, which is a significant issue. You might actually have a problem after you take my queen, depending on where your queen is. I guess you don't because it could be the c pawn. So I'm thinking after queen takes rook, queen takes queen. I'm threatening f2. I'm threatening queen d1, but it's risky out there. There's a hidden queen somewhere. And I'll probably lose my queen capturing it. I really should have. I'll just play king f8. Get out of the way here.
All
King
right.
f8. Hmm. Are you saying something?
I just rook takes d4.
Okay. And queen takes d4. Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm dropping you, if you're just thinking really hard, coming up with some good moves. I should have defended that discover check, that's for sure.
Yeah. Um. So my bishop is covering f1.
Yeah, so you are safe from queen d1. Although
Hmm.
pretty risky for me to play queen d1 in case the c2 pawn is a hidden queen. For those of you just joining, one of his pawns is actually a queen, and I don't know which one it is. It's a chess variant we're playing here. Are you thinking?
Yeah. How about that he wasted it to defend f2 here? Uh.
Well, f2 your hidden queen. If g2 is your hidden queen, then you're good to go. Maybe you should play h4, and then that hidden queen will defend it. There's a queen somewhere here.
Uh,
We got a comment in the chat making fun of my question, are you thinking? Because technically you're always thinking
hmm.
or never thinking. Depends what thinking means. Well, do you have a move for us? Well,
Okay,
apparently.
bishop e3.
Oh, wow. Bishop e3. Great. Skewering me. That seems fair. So if I play queen d1 check, you can block with the bishop. And then it's just very, very risky, delicious eating because something on the queen side could be a queen. Okay. Because I am that oh, you're making some cool sounds over there. I'm gonna play queen d1 check.
Okay. Bishop f1.
Okay, so this is not the hidden queen, guys. We've narrowed it down. Now I can take another pawn. I think knight takes e4 would be strong. Let's think about this while scratching the chin with a piece of my keyboard. I could also trade bishops first. I love that sound you're making. I will play bishop takes bishop. Oop.
Oh.
Nothing too surprising there.
F takes e3.
F takes e3, and now I will play knight takes e4. So this probably loses a knight, because if the g pawn, the e pawn, or the c pawn are hidden queens, they can capture, but it will cause you to reveal.
Hmm. 8.
8. His move is the number 8.
Wait, what?
Oh, did you just say 8?
I was saying all right.
Oh, okay. So now it's my turn.
um.
Yeah, great comment in chat. We know the c pawn is not his queen, so could be the f pawn. I brought a lot of pressure against f, and he was super scared of it, so that could be his queen. G pawn probably not again, because he didn't need to defend the f pawn if this was his hidden queen. You know, knight c3 could be an interesting move, because if either of these were the queen, it would be guarding the rook. It's pretty bad not knowing where his queen is. Well, did you just move there, or is that
Actually,
another?
knight. Hmm.
Hmm.
Uh.
Some thinking sounds very good.
Going to play knight c3.
Knight c3. All right. So this is a discovered attack on the queen, probably guarded by his hidden queen. So we're going to guess it's on b2 or a2. If it is, and I take that rook, for those of you just joining, hey, Magic's 101, thanks for joining. We are playing hidden queen chess. One of his pawns is actually a queen, and I think I would just lose. If I took his rook, he recaptured with one of these two pawns. He would have a queen, and I would not, and that would be pretty serious. I think that's pretty serious. So I think I've just got to run away. Unfortunately, the most normal looking runaway, which is like g4, exposes itself to the possibility that g2 is the hidden queen. So what a gambit. What a gambit. Yeah. Oop. I'm going to play queen g4, hoping
Okay.
for the best.
Queen g4.
Yes, queen at g4. I'm running away. I'm going to guess that one of those two queenside pawns is your hidden queen. Yeah, interesting comment from GRTN0. Next username, maybe should add some vowels. He says, you shouldn't have revealed your queen so early. Saved him a lot of anxiety. That's true. And then I
Yeah.
went and lost my extra queen. But what do you think, Crepuscular? Is it a good idea to reveal your queen in exchange for winning a queen, or do you want to keep that hidden?
And generally, I think I prefer to keep it hidden, like until either pretty late or or until obviously I can capture the king.
Ah, because you can
Uh,
capture the
but I
king.
think it could be good, like if you're winning a whole queen by revealing it. If you play carefully, maybe.
Oh, okay. So a queen or a king is a good reason. Maybe winning a knight is not good enough. It's interesting. We got a comment in the chat, Mango Town Plaza, who played this variant last week. He says, keep it hidden, even for a queen, for a free queen. That is so epic. What a blunder to take a free queen, revealing my hidden queen. Well, I think I've narrowed it down to B2 and A2 here, so I feel like his hiddenness isn't very valuable anymore. Let's see what his move is. You got to move
Yeah.
for us, Crepuscular.
I'm gonna play B4.
B4. So we're going to guess that's the queen. It is attacking my king with check and attacking my knight. Unfortunately, I can't defend both. So the good news is we know where the hidden queen is. The bad news is we are screwed. That is pretty bad news. So, of course, there's a possibility we're not in check. This may not be a queen. It probably is. Let's say that we knew it was a queen. Is there a way to salvage this position? I mean, it's actually 6 pawns to 5. We're winning by position, but the king of fate really weakened the position here. I would say we're not doing so great in terms of development. Haven't moved either rook. Haven't moved the bishop. King getting in the way. So, which is kind of why we're getting screwed here, getting our piece forked out. I don't even see a good way to handle the check except just to move the king again. But when we do that, we definitely lose the knight. Could this not be the queen? Could it be that the A pawn is the queen and Crepuscular is just drunk or something? He's like, well, I'll just play B4 and scare the guy. Because look, I could play knight takes knight, which would be so good if that weren't the queen. So maybe I should take the gamble and just hope my opponent's drunk. That's a common strategy for me. I think I'll play knight takes knight. It's my only chance.
Playing knight takes knight.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the B pawn is the queen.
What a
So
surprise.
hidden queen takes F8.
Queen, it was the hidden pawn was a queen. It takes my king. Game over. Wow. So hidden queen chess. Go ahead.
I thought like if you just moved the king and I took your knight, it would be a pretty interesting position. So you'd be up the exchange, I think. Uh, but I feel like I might still be have a easier to play position there.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I could just let the knight get forked off. I really hate the fact that my rook is trapped in, but I guess I could trade queens. If you took with the knight instead of with the queen, then you would stay hidden still. It would really annoy me.
Yeah.
Queen's still on the board. Yeah, that's true. I probably shouldn't have taken the gambit. Only a couple blunders for me this game. Probably about my average there. You want to play again?
Yeah.
All right, so we're flipping the board. We're pressing the button that says reset. Is there a button for that? That didn't work. Let's refresh the page.
Start position.
Start position. Is there a button for that?
I go to the top
There we
menu.
go. Found it. Right there in the menus. All right, so I'm taking the white pieces, and the first thing we're going to do, guys, is choose our hidden queen. Now, last game, he chose the B pawn. It was very effective. This game, we're going to play it a little differently. We're going to choose this pawn. All right, our hidden queen is selected, and we're playing E4.
And mine is now selected. I'll play D5.
That is E5, E for elephant.
D is in dinosaur.
Oh man, this is so deadly. Because if I take him, his hidden queen could be his E pawn, and he could just take my king. I don't think I want that to happen. Is that true? Did you choose the E pawn? No.
I'm really going to narrow it down.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play knight C3. This is. Yeah, a little bit more defensive here, but I'm scared of you.
Uh, he takes e4.
So you take the pawn, and now I will take back with the knight. So here's my thinking. If
Right.
your hidden queen can take me like this, you'd be foolish to capture only a knight while revealing your queen. So then that would lead to my victory. Knight takes
That doesn't
pawn.
really seem like enough for revealing it.
Yeah, especially considering the
Um,
fact that my hidden queen could be defending that knight.
yeah.
I'm having trouble typing because I removed my spacebar. So this is my keyboard. So this makes it hard enough, but apparently I get nervous when my opponent's pawn is a queen and I don't know it. So apparently I removed my spacebar from my keyboard. There we go. Now I can type again. Do you have a move for us? Could you please repeat that move?
E5.
Hmm. Didn't hear anything up to the E5 part, so I guess the sensitivity still isn't working. Okay, that seems fair. We'll just play knight F3.
Interesting.
Yes, yes.
Wait, did you say just pawn f3
No, no, no. That.
or
It's knight F3.
knight f3?
Yeah,
Okay.
I must be cutting out too. Use push to talk.
Knight
You want to
knight
try
c6.
you want to try push to talk on this thing? See if that works in the settings. You have to push a key when you talk, which is really hard for chess players. We're not good at doing two things at once. Hmm. Bishop B5, pinning the knight. We got hilarious comment in the chat. It says you could play hidden queen horde chess, where you've got 30
Oh,
pawns and one of them's a queen. That'd be hilarious.
yeah.
Bishop B5. B is in bulldozer, which I actually invented a variant called bulldozer chess once, many years ago, where the pawns could capture forward. That was it. All the same rules, but additional ability for the pawns to capture forwards and just bulldoze whatever's in front of them. Really changes the game. Makes it worse, in case you're wondering.
I could I could imagine. So then, but maybe pawns would be more like 1.5.
Yeah, they can do more, so they'd be worth more. But you never get these closed up positions because of the bulldozing. So it's really, really
Yeah.
different.
All right. How about bishop d6?
E as in elephant or D as in deadly elephant?
D is in deadly elephant.
It's the bishop does a deadly square. All right, so this is usually a bad move. I mean, it's blocked in by his own pawn. Usually, you'd want to move the bishop somewhere like that does something, but an interesting hidden queen move. I mean, what if this pawn is actually a queen? In that case, it's perfectly fine. Also, I want to play d4, and that kind of opens things up. Unless the d pawn is my hidden pawn, hidden queen pawn, hidden pawn queen. I am going to play d4 right now. D4.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
E takes e4.
E takes d4, another pair of pawns coming off. Suddenly I make your bishop good. What was I thinking? Someone in the chat says that bishop wasn't doing nothing. It was defending the e5 pawn. But actually it's doing fantastically now. So if I were to play knight takes d4, which I'm actually doing, what would your response be to that? Which I'm now playing that move with a hypothetical question. Oh, there's the
Uh,
knights. Beautiful. He's got a hidden queen. One of these pawns. For those of you
very
just joining, go ahead. Is it going to be
Uh,
H takes E4 check? One of these pawns is actually a queen.
hmm.
This is my hidden queen.
Queen E7.
Queen E7 seems fair. I better block that pin either with castles, which is a tricky way, or Queen E2, which is the normal way. So if I castle and he takes my knight, I can then pin his queen to his king, which is pretty fun. And he cannot escape from the pinnage, followed by the winage. So I'm actually going to try that. Let's be fancy. I'm castling kingside.
All right.
All right. Oh no! Well, considering the pause, maybe I'm okay. My G2 pawn is protecting it. Don't even worry. Weird game. All right, I've got my hidden queen circled here on the live stream. One of these black pawns is also a queen. You're really putting some thought into here. It's almost like you care who wins. This is very strange.
This is a very, complex position.
Yeah, there's chess pieces on this chessboard. That generally creates complexity.
I don't want to take super long in any one move. How about Bishop D7?
Bishop D7. Love to see that move. Love it. Great move. Okay. I now have the move. Let's put a little thought into some of these captures. Knight could take bishop or knight could take knight. All of those seem pleasant. Let's start with knight takes bishop check. I know there's... Go ahead.
Queen takes knight.
Okay, and now I'm going to play rook e1. Check again.
I'll play knight G7.
Knight G7 blocking the check. All right. Interesting position here. Now have two attackers. Knight takes knight. It's going to take everything off
Knight
the board
takes
here.
knight.
Yeah, knight takes knight on c6. Probably should have started with that. I just love checking my opponent. So there's a saying in chess, monkey sees a check, monkey gives a check. And in this specific saying, monkey is not a compliment. Do you have a move for us?
Bishop takes knight.
Bishop takes knight, attacking g2. Oh no! Well, let's continue the aggression. I'm going to play bishop g5. Bishop g5.
Bishop g5.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh, there's so much going on here. Where is that enemy hidden queen? King side or queen side? Or maybe I already took it. It's possible. You would have been playing pretty badly if that were true. You have a move.
6.
6. Something is moving to 6. Is that F6?
F6.
6. Oh man. Now we've got two bishops both under attack. We've got a pin, we've got a win, and the hidden queen. Can it help here? Wow. Okay. Your king stuck in the center though makes me want to just checkmate it right now. Why wait? Hmm. So what do you guys think if I just like take more things, just keep trading? Seems reasonable. Hmm. I will play bishop takes c6. Bishop takes bishop on queen 6. See, queen 6. That's actually bishop, queen's bishop 6. Bishop takes bishop check on c6.
Okay. Pawn takes bishop.
Pawn takes bishop. See, we got a kibitz in the chat. Someone said we should play queen h5 check here, but I feel like that would only compound my problems. Maybe I should play it now. So then I'd have two things under attack instead of one. Also, this is not the hidden queen. I do not think that's the hidden queen. Could be. I don't think so. So g7 could be the hidden queen. f6 probably not. He wouldn't put it in danger like that. It's possible, not likely. We've got doubled pawns. It's probably one of the C pawns, actually, because then he'd be happy to double them because the other one's not doubled, right? So one of these pawns is a queen. That's probably most likely. Now, otherwise, he could have just captured with his queen, queen takes c6, and fixed his pawn. So we're going to guess it's one of those. With that in mind, what can we do? How can we shift that to our advantage? Get it? I was going to say capitalize it, but instead of capitalizing on it, we're shifting it to our advantage with the shift key. That's how you capitalize. Okay, fine, it wasn't funny.
Did you move?
No, I'm just making puns over here. Do you like them?
Uh,
I guess I just have to save the bishop. This is so dreary. I'm playing bishop h4. Oh, man. Boring. But hey, at least I'm not losing my bishop now. Or maybe I am. Well,
that pin is super annoying.
good. I'm capitalizing on it. Should see my shift key. I'm going to remove my shift keys here to demonstrate how I'm capitalizing. Man, they look just like my spacebar. Oh, I can't get them out. All I can do is type a bunch of Z's and question marks in the chat. I think your c6 pawn is the queen. That's what I think. Which explains why you're being so milquetoast. I can't
How
move
about
my shift keys.
king f7?
King f7. Wow. He is just weak. I would just say he's weak is what I would say. So now I can just take that with my a2 pawn.
What?
If my a2 pawn were a queen, I would have you. I would take the king. So for those of you just joining, this is hidden queen. One of these is a queen. It's actually this one. And it can just take his king. It can be like, I was a queen. Take the king and you win. So I'm going to play pawn to b3, which might or might not be check. Pawn to b3.
All right, pawn to b3.
Yeah. So a great comment in the chat. If you played queen takes h2, I'd be so afraid that it was guarded by the c7 hidden queen. I would run away. That's possible. If I run away, though, my position gets so bad that I might just take my chances and take that queen, which would then cause me to win if it weren't the c7 pawn. So it's very risky for Crepuscular to throw queen takes h2 out there. Like right now, my b pawn might not be my hidden queen. But the threat of this check is probably want to limit your risk here. Right?
There's a decent chance. I mean, b3 seems like somewhat of a random move otherwise.
Oh no, I'm fianchettoing my heir.
I think I'll play.
He's moving to 5. Can you tell me more about that move?
Knight d5.
Knight what? D as in deadly
Knight
dinosaur?
is in dinosaur.
D as in dinosaur. He's blocking the imaginary check while developing his knight. What a move. What a move. Okay. So we got to imagine, what if his hidden queen is in each of these locations? So bishop g3 seems like a good move, but I'm not playing it. I'm just imagining how it would cause you to do something that wasn't develop a rook. I don't want you to develop your rooks. There's also, I can attack that knight. This looks pretty good. What else? Queen e2, not effective. Would just get driven away. Queen h5 check, interesting, kind of risky. I'm going to play pawn c4, attacking that knight. Attacking that knight. Yeah, it's tough. If the b3 pawn is queen, I can then go discovered check if the knight moves. Discovered check, attacking his queen. It's pretty powerful. The game of chess poker. I have to call it that because poker chess is already a terrible variant. It's been invented by most chess players. Last chance here. We got a comment in the chat. You've got to play queen takes h2. This is your last chance. Position's falling apart. I hope. I can't really tell. It's all imaginary. Hey, thanks for joining Schwarz1. You seem to be joining the club of not putting any vowels in your username. But it's great to see you. Hope you're enjoying ChessWhiz TV. Usually I don't have a super smart guest on the show. It's just me, which is much different. So this episode is a little different than usual. Crepuscular, do you have your final blunder?
It's the queen. But at the same time, I want to move the knight. It's just deciding where.
He wants to move the knight. He's just deciding where. Okay, take your time.
At c3, it looks like the knight could get kind of trapped.
Oh, you're right.
Knight b4, see what happens.
Oh, is knight b4 your move? I didn't catch that. Are you playing knight b4?
Yeah.
Yes! Well, Mr. Crepuscular, the c pawn is the deadly queen, and it will now capture your king. Oh, it was so subtle. I threw b3 in there to fool you. It seems it was effective.
It was really, yeah, it's like, I thought it was probably like one of the B or C pawns after those moves.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, I thought there's a good chance it was the B pawn. So, it was kind of a bad position anyway. So my queen was actually the F pawn.
The F pawn, really? I felt sure it was your C6 pawn.
Oh.
Wow, it was the F
I
pawn.
think you probably wouldn't sack your bishop for the F pawn anyway, and so I could have played like queen, hidden queen takes the yeah, hidden queen takes h4.
Hmm.
But that wouldn't really. I felt like it wouldn't be a good enough use, and I thought, well, maybe you could recapture with your queen.
Yeah, which if it was F or H, I would just recapture and then be ahead of queen.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, you did have queen takes h2 with some threats. The move that I really liked in the kind of the middle game was bishop takes h2 right after I castled. So I castled,
I
and
was
you
actually
had
thinking about that.
you had the possibility of your h pawn being a queen, which would mean you could just checkmate with queen takes h2. But it wouldn't work if my g pawn was also a queen. So you could take with bishop. I would be so afraid to take it because of
Oh
various
yeah,
dangers. I think that would have been a pretty nice move. Although you do just win a pawn, so I don't know if it's a winning
I,
move.
I've been thinking more about the bluffing element than I probably would have played bishop take h2.
Say that again.
If I've been thinking more about like the bluffing element, probably would have played bishop takes h2.
Yeah, yeah. So let me set up that position here. I'm sorry you can't see my screen, but the position was something like this, and I just castled the queen's on e7, or the queen is on e7. Um, that's a really really interesting move. There's something missing. Yeah, wow. All right, so we have time for one more game. Do you want to try a combination of hidden queen chess and another variant, maybe atomic? I know you are a lover of atomic chess.
Yeah. Um. Well, but I feel like I feel like hidden queen. I'm not sure how you would use that in atomic without totally breaking the game, though.
Hey, I didn't say we don't break the game. Kind of breaking the game is part of this show. Do you have something you'd rather do though?
In atomic, then you could just pick a. As white, then obviously couldn't be allowed to pick any of the center pawns, or you just win on move one.
I think white should be allowed to do that, and we'll just take a 50-50 chance of being white.
Ah, sounds good. Um, I mean, there's other variants it could potentially work with.
Yeah, I'm thinking King of the Hill, maybe? That probably wouldn't be very interesting. It would be just like not King of the Hill. Horde chess, I
Yeah.
was thinking would be a big advantage to the guy with 35 pawns, 36 pawns.
Huh. Or maybe three check.
Okay, three check it is. Three checks chess, very old variant actually, very popular among very, very good chess players, grandmasters. So it's definitely a respected chess variant. How do I set up the board? I'll give you the white pieces again. In this chess
Okay.
variant, you check the opponent 3 times, you win instantly. Throw a hidden queen on there, and it's going to be deadly. It's not going to take long. All right, so you've got the white pieces. Let's select our hidden queen. Okay, we've made our choice.
I've now selected mine.
Okay, you have the first move. For those of you joining, this is three checks, hidden queen chess. We each chose a queen, which is actually a pawn. It's a queen disguised as a pawn. So let's get started. Great move. You want to move again?
E4.
E4. Okay. I will play D5. That seemed like a good opening for you.
So generally in three check, then I think I mean so usually like E6 and or C5 are the best starting moves.
So tell me, was this extremely stupid or very extremely stupid?
Well, I mean, it's a regular three check, and like yeah, E4 E5 is like a much easier win for white than say E6 or C5. But it's
How about I take back my move because my stupidity is actually above normal levels right now? Okay, so I'm going to play C6 instead. Then I definitely won't get checked on that diagonal next turn. Maybe it'll be a couple turns. So C6 is my first move against E4.
okay.
And the crepuscular is thinking. For those of you who don't know, crepuscular actually means active at night. Now you know. Do you have to move?
Wait a second.
Yeah, we're waiting a second.
That work. Um, yeah, the hidden queen on A2 takes F7
The
check.
hidden queen on A2 takes F7. Oh, this is brutal. Oh man, so the A2 pawn is actually a queen and I'm forced to recapture. That's my first check. I think I'm dead. Because you've got a second check and a third check. Or whatever I do. Okay, let me take this back. Okay, Crepuscular? Let me take this back. I need
Yeah.
to take back my C6 move. I think every time you blunder, you should get 2 takebacks on that blunder. So after you play E4, my hidden queen was actually the E pawn, and I'm going to capture the E4 with my hidden queen. So my first move after
Interesting.
E4 is queen takes E4 check.
Just thinking, I was thinking there was a decent chance you could be able to take the pawn, and like unlike in regular chess, though, that might actually be good.
Yeah, now here's the thing. You can change your hidden queen right now in exchange for my 2 takebacks. So I feel this is a pretty good trade. I'm not playing D5, I'm not playing C6, but in this position, you may choose a new hidden queen if you want to. Okay, he's thinking.
I feel like if I chose a new hidden queen, it could take your, then
Okay, you should do
it
that.
would be like
Oh,
2 months.
and then you just win. This is so broken. This is even worse than typical on this show.
Uh, um,
It's like playing chess with a computer. Your moves are always so good compared to mine. I hope that's a compliment. He's thinking about which which pawn to turn into a queen and take my queen for free. I think
I don't really think I'd want to play it that way because
too easy.
yeah, it just doesn't really seem like an interesting position.
Yeah, it's
Um,
important to stay interesting. I strive to stay interesting. It's one of my top goals. That and eating food. Those two I really focus on.
Bishop.
Did you play Bishop E2?
Yeah.
Okay, cutting out a little bit, but I'm not worried. So you're out of check, and now there's some dangers on F7. Serious dangers. Uh, Um, I need to defend those. Maybe Queen F6 is good. Because Queen F6, I would be able to capture any hidden queen moves. Back with Queen, which would protect me. And then I'm also just threatening my second and third checks pretty brutally. Yeah, let's go Queen F6. I think this should be a win for me now.
Queen F6.
Queen F6. Oh, Queen E7 was even better. Queen E7 is a forced win. Because then I just take your bishop twice.
Knight F3.
Yeah. Luckily for me, I just win because I'm just so powerful with 2 queens. Like, right? I could almost play Queen E7 and win, but you'd castle, which is kind of annoying. Let's play Bishop C5 and pretend this is chess. This is probably our last chance to pretend we're playing chess before things get really hairy. I think that's a saying. Could things get hairy? Now that I imagine that literally, like the chessboard becoming hairy, it doesn't make a lot of sense. We got some great resonance in the chat. I mentioned my top 2 priorities in life, staying interesting and eating food. And several people are saying that they either eat food or. Here's one idea. This guy, his name's, he says new variant where player with the most interesting moves wins. I love that idea.
Uh,
Sounds like you agree. Did you make a move or was that just like a burping sound?
I have not.
He has not made a move. That's probably because it's pretty hard to move against a bunch of queens and bishops like this. I think you just lose. I mean, how do you not lose? I don't know.
I think it seems losing, but I guess you could play King F1.
King F1, is that your move or are you just observing how bad that is? That's your
I'll play King F.
King F1. He's still alive. This is obnoxious. I just feel like I ought to win by now. Okay, so now you can't castle. So maybe just Queen E7 now. Threatening the two more checks, which is all I need. The other thing I could do is just keep pretending it's chess, right? Knight C3. No, that doesn't win. Can I play queen takes knight? If bishop takes, I have... No, that doesn't quite work. So he could take with queen there. Got to pull him to a dark square. I could also play here. How does he not lose to this? Only if this is the hidden queen, I guess. This is hilarious. Oh, I don't know if any of you guys are enjoying this, but I'm either going to play queen e7, queen fe7, or queen g4, and they're both so bad, so hard to defend against that I'll play queen g4. Queen g4. I know you don't have a g-pawn as queen, or you would have taken my queen earlier. So, tough position. Queen g4. So now I throw my second check in here, but he could actually have a hidden queen on one of these two squares. This one wouldn't save him though, because that would be check and then this would be check. So it'd have to be the h-pawn. Take, take. The opponent has one of his pawns is a queen. We just don't know which one. Take, take. Yeah? I guess we'd still be playing chess then. 3 checks chess. Do you have a move?
All right, how about Rook G1?
Okay. How are you still alive, Crepuscular? There's no way you're still alive. This is absurd. I'm going to play Queen F G3. Queen F. Sorry, 6. Queen F G6. I don't want to play Queen F G3. Queen F G6, doubling up on the G file with compounding queens.
Hmm.
This it should do it. This is like trying to catch a rat that's like running away. And you've got a little net and you're just like chasing it around. Like the rat cannot escape. The room has no doors, no windows. This is typical for my life. And you're running around with this net. And it's like it's only a matter of time. The rat cannot escape, but for some reason it's very weaselly. Get it? Because a rat is a kind of weasel in a universe where that's true. Mm. So this is going to be smothered 3 checks checkmate, perhaps, according to Mr. T in the chat. By the way, shout out to all the viewers. Thank you guys for joining. This is so much fun. Although, it's pretty much the end of the show. Do you have a final move here, Crepuscular? Because I think you're pretty much made it.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Ultimate needed to meet like it play like okay, so hidden queen on F2 moves to G3.
Is this your hidden queen on F2? Is this true?
Yeah,
What? What? You're kidding. You're still alive. Did you just play queen G3?
yeah.
Okay, queen from F2 to G3. This is absurd. This is just absurd. Okay, the hidden queen is gone. So there's no way you can live for more than another second. Queen takes queen. Yeah.
Yeah, pawn takes queen.
And now queen takes g3. Queen takes pawn back on that square. And I already have one check from the second move of the game. That was queen takes e4. So I think I have the other two checks here. If queen e1 preventing the mate, I've got queen takes queen, king takes, and then bishop f2. That's the third check. If d4, I have queen f2.
Queen e1.
Okay, I'll take your queen. That's my second check.
Knight takes.
Man, knight takes queen? Why don't you just lose already? All right, so you've been checked twice. You've been checked twice.
So by now we got rid of the hidden queens, and you have 2 checks, and I.
Yeah, and you have none. Even the word none was removed.
Yeah.
I'll take your rook for free. Well, not free, technically.
King takes.
And knight f6.
Knight c3.
Knight c3. I will castle. Whoops. Just smashing stuff. I will castle. Kingside.
E4.
What move to 4 there?
E4.
Is that D as in deadly dog?
Deadly dog.
Deadly dog 4 is in. Okay, I'll play D5. D is in deadly dog 5. Yeah, at this point it's just chess. Except for one more check and he's dead. How did you survive? It's crazy.
Yeah.
You can resign if you want. I always tell my opponents that when I'm feeling nice.
This should be over pretty quickly, so I just played bishop f4.
Bishop f4. Okay. I'll play knight c6, giving up that c pawn.
E1.
I need you to repeat that, please.
Rook to D.
Rook to d1. Your cutoff, your threshold is too high, so you have to shout before it starts picking up your voice, I think. I think that's what's happening. Okay, I'll just bring my last bishop out, bishop f5. This is now hidden queens chess with no hidden queens 3 check chess with no hidden queens, but I have 2 of my 3 checks. So I just have to check the guy again and I win.
F3.
What move to f3 was that? Knight f3?
Yeah.
Okay. Still playing chess. Okay. I will play rook f e8. Rook f e8. Please repeat that move.
Rook E1.
Please repeat that move, but first say a couple times.
Rook E1.
Oh, that was much better. It's cutting off the start of everything you say. Okay, so take this. Take this. That would definitely be terrible. Okay, I'll take the c pawn. Bishop takes c2. You know, you shouldn't feel... Go ahead. I can't hear you.
Bishop E5.
Bishop e5. Oh, that's a move you can make. Okay, cool. I guess I'll take it. Trades seem good for me. Knight takes bishop on e5.
Right. Knight takes.
Are you taking on e5? No answer. You're actually falling away into the distance. As you die in the chessboard, it seems like your voice chat is also dying. I'll play pawn c6. I'm assuming you play knight e5. Knight takes e5, and I'm playing pawn c6.
Okay, you're playing pawn c6.
There's a possibility our chessboards don't match now. But I'm not too concerned. If you've ever played Kriegspiel chess, it's a great chess variant where you can't see where the opponent's pieces are, but you don't even care. You just move anyway. That's what's happening here. Um, Crepuscular.
Hey, did you move?
Yeah, I didn't hear your last move.
Okay, rook. How about rook f1?
Okay, I heard rook f1. That seems good. Uh,
Just adjusting the settings again.
okay,
Hopefully, it's better.
you've made yourself. It seems like it could be better. There's a possibility. I'll save my bishop back. I'll just play bishop to e4. Bishop e4. He's trying to win. But if he wins this game, it just reflects very badly on me since I am winning by so much. Black has not been checked at all in this position. White has been checked twice.
Completely losing, but it was just enough on the board. Here they play a bit longer.
Okay.
Knight take f7.
Knight takes f7. Okay, so if I recapture, you've got one check with the bishop. You've got one check with the rook. And that's all your checks. So I will walk into that. King takes knight. I realize this is not the safest way to play, but this is ChessWhiz TV. We got to keep it interesting.
Bishop h5 check.
Bishop h5 check is the first move. I'm pinned, can't get out of check. And the only the only way to survive this and feel awesome is to play king f8. King f8. He's concocting his second and third checks right now. Hopefully he throws the rook away. That'll make things a lot easier for me.
Bishop takes rook.
Bishop takes rook. Perfect. I didn't need that. I will recapture with my rook. Bishop takes e8. Rook takes e8. I have two checks against the enemy king. He has one. Three checks will win it. Messy answer.
On the g4.
Pawn to g4. Messy answer just joined the chat here. Welcome in.
You just joined. I stole the hidden queen.
Oh yeah, if he's just joining. No, there is no hidden queen. I'm gonna make the brilliant bishop g2. I bet you didn't see that coming. For those confused, I have two checks. If I check this guy one more time, I win. So if he plays king takes bishop, I have rook e2. That's the third check. Game over. This is three checks chess. Now, if he saves the rook, I've got the third check this way. So this bishop.
Actually, so now I'm just getting mated no matter what, because if I move the rook anywhere, then you also have a rook check.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess that's a good game.
Oh, what a finish. Bishop g2. A good ending to a rather unexciting middle game. Thank you so much, Crepuscular. You should be considered as the winner of this game. I mean, my first move was a terrible blunder, making you win instantly. And then my second move.
Yeah, pawn ace, because it obviously attacks the f7 diagonal. And so, yeah, I just had to win on move 2. Although I was wondering, after I took on f7 earlier, that I was thinking maybe the hidden queen was the e pawn or the g pawn.
Oh, it was the e pawn. Dude.
Hey, what?
Because I took back and I actually took pawn e4. So e4, c6.
Yeah, but the original start, then after, e4, c6, takes f7, you could have recaptured with your hidden queen.
Oh, yeah. Then I'd be hit by a queen for a check. That seems like a pretty good trade. Amazing, guys. You've got to try 3 checks hidden queen chess. It is so much fun. Thank you so much for joining Crepuscular. Any last words?
I think that the hidden queen might be one of the most fun variants I've played because I haven't played many with the hidden information element. And in this one there's so much potential for sudden craziness.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're playing this over the board, do you just write down the square that your queen is starting on, or how would you do that?
I think writing it down is obviously a good idea.
Yeah, if it were me, I would just forget, where was my queen? Pretty soon it's right here checkmating you. All right, well, thank you so much for joining. I'll see you guys next time. Next episode, we're going to play long castle chess. This is sent to me by a viewer, where if black castles on the queen side, he just wins instantly. So white's only goal is to prevent that from happening, and if he does, he wins. So stay tuned next week, Sunday, live, twitch.tv/ChessWhiz, Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.